Okay, what's going on, everybody? This is Pappy with the Black Duck 24 again. I'm moving forward on this this modified round for the 35 Remington. I'm making a presentation round that I can approach the DNR with, and what I'm going to be doing. If you haven't followed, um, this is the standard bullet or standard case for the 35 Remington. Um, a little quick backstory if you haven't been following. Okay, factory length for the 35 Remington. This is a factory round. They don't measure the overall length; they measure the case length, which is this part, no bullet. And the regulation states legal length, case length is 1.89, and factory case length is 1.92. To be legal, the bullet diameter is legal because the 35 Remington is a 358. Minimum requirement on the state law says 357. So the bullet diameter is compliant, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this case to 1.88 or yeah, no, I'm sorry, yeah, 1.88. So that's going to allow it a little bit. When it's fired, it will stretch, if it stretches. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to be pausing here and there so that you don't have to watch all the boring stuff. You'll see, I'll show each step of what I'm doing. And I know you see me smoking, and yes, I'm in my gun room, but there's no powder. I mean, I've got this out, but it is closed up and it's a safe distance from my cigarette. I'm okay. I know there's people that will argue about that, but no, I am being safe. So I mean, like, I'm not gonna have this will be out. My ashtray will be moved before I open that. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna jump ahead right now. I've already done some adjusting on my case trimmer. Sorry, the light sucks. But I've got this dialed where I have my stop set for the case length, and before I get all the way down, I will pull it out and I will check it with my calipers, which I do have. Everybody needs to know, you need to have a good set of calipers, and this is preset to 1.88, and I'll take some off. So like when I get it close, I'll take, I'll pull it out, check it, pull it out, check it out. I don't want to overcut it. So what I need to do, what the intention is, I need to cut. I'm going to be cutting about half the neck off of this, and I need to make sure my bullet seats within spec, so that I'm still getting a good bullet seat. I don't want to overseat it, like set it too deep, because then when it chambers, it's not, there's no bullet jump from the case to the lands in the barrel. And there's a very informative video from Eric Cortina on talking about jump and in the lands and stuff like that. Check it out. That's where I kind of got this idea. But what I'm doing is I'm going to be making what I'm going to call this, if they agree that it is legal to do. I don't know if anybody else has done this yet or not, but I will be referring to this as the 35 Rem Comp, which is 35 Remington Comp, being for compliant for the state of Indiana. So if this works, I will make sure everybody knows. And when I get the last bit of information from the conservation officer, I will post it and make sure everybody knows. So with no further ado, I am going to pause and I am going to get my case trimmed, and when I get done with that, I'll be right back. Okay, so I had my trimmer was set right at the money. So as you can see on this, you can read it, I am at 1.880. So yeah, that's the difference in it. Let me shut my calipers on. So now you can see exactly how much of the case I have removed. It is considerably shorter. So yes, it is in fact 1.880. And I think this is going to happen. So what I'm going to do is I am going to I need to get me a primer put in here. So I'm gonna get a primer in, and I'm gonna set up for powder, and I'll get back with you guys here in a second. Okay, so I have taken my brass and I have used my Lyman deburring tool. I've cleaned all the burrs inside and out on this case. Now I'm going to take my number 2 Lee Precision primer press. Let's see. And I'm going to put that in there. Pop this in here. And we are going to get, should be in already. Come on now. Okay. Oh yeah, we're going to switch that to on. You always forget that. Alright, see, for the first time it didn't put it in. So it has to, like, it's just like a gun, you got to cycle it. Don't have to press very hard, but now we have a primer in. And now what I'm going to, since I'm only doing one, I'm going to do this with the pan. So I'm going to pull out my Lyman digital scale. Make sure there's nothing in my pan. And I'm going to power up. Put my pan on, and I'm going to hit tare. So we are at 0. Now I will get my powder. And the charge we're looking at for this is 39 grains. So I will take, I know it's going to take at least 1 scoop. That's 32.8. Let's see what we get here. 35.6. 36.4. 37.7. There's 38. 38.1. 38.3. 38.5. Not going to be a whole lot more. 38.7. We're real close, y'all. That's 39 grains on the button. Okay, so we're done with that. We're done with powder. I will stick my powder in my powder safe drawer. Get that moved. Okay, so we have 39 grains of powder in the pan. And I'm going to, I believe that hit. Okay, there we go. Dump that. That'll go there. And hopefully nothing. Yep, everything went in. Okay. We got a good charge in there. And that leaves enough room for the bullet seat. Yes. Alright, I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to power off my scale. I'll put that away in the little overcramped drawer. Oh, and see, I just got one of these little books that has like the dividers and stuff in it, and each round that I reload, so I don't have to keep going back to the book. I have all my information on here. With this charge, I will have 29,300 pounds of pressure. My velocity is 2,014 feet per second. So, yeah, keep all my stuff separated in there, each page, you know. And if I do have to change anything, or if I decide to change anything on a reload, then I can redo it and change it out. If I add anything, I'll add it to. I'll just add, go to the next page and do that. So while you guys are sitting here eagerly waiting, I'm going to pause you and I'm going to change out my die because I need to put my seating die in. So I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I got this changed out. What I did, I backed this off a little bit. Maximum overall length for this round is 2.525. So I don't want to go right straight to it. I want to creep up on it. I'll run it. I'll pull it out and I'll check it. I'll run it, pull it out and check it, and I'll just creep up and get on that 2.525. So here we go. I have my number 2 shell holder in there. We're gonna take our bullet and set it in. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, maybe not, but I mean, being what it is. Oh yeah, we're way too high. So I'll run this down a little so I can feel it hit. Okay, it just went into the casing. So yeah, we're still I can tell we're way short. So we're gonna run it a little more. Still a little bit more. And I'm just creeping up on it. Okay, now we're going to go back to the calipers. We'll unlock them, turn them on. Let's see where we're at. We need 2.525. We are at 2.562, so we can still run it in just a little more. So I'm going to give that a little turn, not too much. Run that. Check it again. 551. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just give this a little bit. Let's see what we look like. 2.550. I don't want to go too far too fast. I didn't even feel like I hit that time. Okay, there we go. There's a little more in it. 2.534. Ooh, that moved substantially there. So that felt pretty good though. That's odd. How did I do that? Okay. So that almost doesn't seem right, but hey, you know what? We're gonna stick with it. We're gonna stick with what we got. Okay, so yeah, we're there. Um, it's a different type of bullet, so we're good there. 2.525. That's what it looks like, everybody, when it's all said and done. 2.525 overall length. I would show you, but it's kind of hard for you guys to see my calipers. That's what it looks like. So now I am case length compliant, bullet diameter compliant, 35 Remington comp. So we're going to end up finding out what the state says about it, and I'll let you guys know, give you an update on it. So that's pretty much it. And by the way, I didn't polish the brass on this. It was one round. I'm not going to worry about it. Trying to be quiet because my wife's in there watching TV. But yeah, 200 grain, 39 grain chart, 200 grain bullet, Hornady interlock, 39 grain charge on it with large rifle primer on these, with a case trimmed and looking good. Should chamber just fine, and shouldn't have any issues. I'll see what the state says, and I'll keep you guys filled in. Yeah, till the next one. I'm Pappy with Black Duck 24, and as usual, I'm going to thank all first responders, police, fire, and EMTs, and I want to thank all of our military personnel, past and present. Thank you guys for your service. Hope you come home soon. Hope you come home safe. Till the next time, hopefully by the next time you guys hear from me, I should have an answer about this round right here. 35 Remington comp. Let's see what they say.